Hey folks, Devin Pennypacker here for the Windup Watch Shop, and today we are going to be revisiting a model, a vintage reissue of a dive watch that we did a full review on just a few months ago. Except in true form and fashion to the brand, they have taken that original design language and then tweaked it slightly to give us a new dial color update, one that actually has some meaningful updates that you might not have noticed at first. The original watch that we looked at was the Marathon OSAR-D. Now we did a full enthusiast spotlight over on Worn and Wound where my buddy Brock dove with this watch, then we did a full review and we've talked about this quite a bit. I gave you my reasons for liking it, the case dimensions, that amazing bezel, the great rubber strap, and really the overall clean design language, but there are some of you out there who thought that maybe it was a bit of a departure from the original because of that maxi dial. You didn't like the Cyclops, you thought that was a bit too modern. Well, if you thought that was too modern, you're really not gonna like this new update because Marathon took it and gave us a polar white dial with some other subtle updates that really just make this look like a clean, more modern, somewhat more with the times design language. Now, just like the OSAR-D that we talked about in the full review, which I will link down below if you want the nitty gritty, this has the same case dimensions and specifications. We still have a stainless steel case that measures in roughly around 39 millimeters, with that 41 millimeter diameter really coming from the bezel, which sits a little bit proud of the case. Still same great bezel action, screw down crown, 300 meters of water resistance, and SW200-1 automatic caliber on the inside. Very reliable watch, very robust, very industrially finished with some fine finishing techniques on there to kind of elevate the look and feel. But what has really changed on this new model is they've taken that black maxi dial that we saw, which was pretty true to the original apart from the maxied indices, and instead gave us a white out dial. So we'll look closely at the design details of this dial, starting from the outside and moving in. At its perimeter, a black painted minute track runs around the outside, contrasting well against that white backdrop dial. Now the indices received a huge update here on this model, whereas on the old one they were a printed white indice with lume at its center. Now we have an applied blackened indice with lume at its center. It raises the texture off of the dial a little bit, giving you better contrast, better legibility, and overall just kind of an updated visual that makes it a bit more of a modern design. Set just inside, we still have the Marathon and automatic text, this time printed in black, with 300 meters or 1,000 feet printed in red just below. Again, it adds to the contrast and design while matching the red of the 300 meters to the red painted seconds hand. At its center, sharpened pencil minute hands also blacken tell hours and minutes, while each holding their own application of lume, 2 on the hours and 3 on the minutes for better nighttime legibility. But that is the huge update with this model. It's interesting that Marathon has taken the original search and rescue in the black dial and added this updated, clean, modern visual to it. Something that I don't know a lot of the enthusiasts out there are really calling for, but something that I definitely appreciate. If you are interested in the OSAR-D, if you didn't necessarily like the maxi effect of the old one, you thought that it was a little too untraditional, well, you're probably not gonna like this one. But if you do like that updated, modern fit and feel, this is probably the option for you. It wears incredibly well despite its heft. It does still have that incredible bezel action. The big knurled crown is still an excellent touch point that really connects you to the watch in a different way. And there's something about a Marathon tool that just feels like a tool. This feels like a hammer on your wrist. It's something that you're meant to go out there, beat up, abuse, and use, and it's really just gonna keep showing up for you day after day, telling accurate time, and looking better the more you wear it. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think down in that comment section below. While you're down there, please do like and subscribe. It helps us out quite a bit. And if you do want to check this watch out for yourself, head on over to windupwatchshop.com where we have more photography and all of the additional specifications that you might want to learn about that watch. Anyhow, with all of that out of the way, I know your time is valuable and I do appreciate you spending some of it with me. So until the next one, peace.